This year, April 22nd is Day of Silence. Day of Silence is a US-founded day of action in which students across the country vow to take a form of silence in order to call attention to the silencing effect of anti-LGBT bullying and harassment. A few years back, I made a video in which I asked my classmates why they thought it was important and why they were participating. This year, I plan to do the same, except I'm not in America anymore. Instead, I'm doing this in my school in Amritsar, a rather conservative area in northern India. Because see, silence here isn't just in the form of bullying, but it's also a homophobic culture that keeps kids from coming out in the first place. Here's the status of LGBT rights in India. Same-sex sexual activity is illegal. Same-sex marriage is not legally recognized in any form, including civil partnerships. There are no anti-discrimination laws of any kind. And except for 2 progressive states in India, there's no right to change your legal gender. Paradoxically, transgender rights are rather protected, but still not to the scope that they should be. It's not as bad as some countries, of course. There's a lot of activists fighting to make change, as well as pride parades happening all over the country despite opposition. There's still a lot that needs to be done, especially legally. But times are changing, and maybe this new generation can bring in a new era of equality.
Bullying is definitely a problem with our culture. I have seen casual bullying by my very own classmates, accusing guys of being gay. The reasons being they're too sensitive, they wear pink too often, they hang around girls a little too much, and they're maybe a little not so interested in the masculine acts such as cars, engines, and everything like that. Girls, on the other hand, being lesbians because they hang out a little too much with each other, spend a little too much time with other girls, and then not showing that much of an interest in guys as much as their hormones should. Containing such emotions inside of them can lead them to self-doubt and then self-harm, and that is our fault. Every one of us, for speaking or not stopping others from speaking. We need to stop perceiving this thing as a taboo, and that's what makes this awareness day so important. It forces us to talk about this issue which is otherwise very, very conveniently ignored.
So the first time I came to know about a thing called LGBT was when I was in 7th standard and went to the States. At that time, I felt kind of weird, but I really regret it right now. And I think it was basically because of the cultures that we have been living in as Indians. The Indian society is so conservative that we cannot think of the idea of 2 people of the same gender liking each other. I think it was the awareness that I had later on in later stages of my life that made me realize that having a feeling for someone of the same gender is not something which we call against the wish of the gods, and it's completely normal. It is of utmost importance that people in India, especially the younger generation, are able to understand it, and that's why the Day of Silence is really important. And we need that people here, especially kids of our age, do not hush their voices and are able to speak up for their rights.
India is a country of 1.2 billion population, and most of them here are of orthodox nature. So they only prefer opposite sex relationship. And yes, in India, they have made it a crime. It is a crime under section 377 IPC. As we all know, India is a sovereign democratic country in which people living here have rights and equalities. But they don't even have right to choose their partner. So दिक्कत कहाँ आ रही है? दिक्कत आ रही है हमारी सोच में.
How do things change? Things change with education. Before we hope to inculcate that into our curriculum, we have to educate ourselves first and the people around us. Even over discussing this video, we came to know a new perspective that never occurred before. Up until college, I have met only one person who is out. But by looking back, there must have been more people who did not come out due to the fear of being bullied or becoming a social outcast. That's what needs to change.